So just giving you a little bit of detail on what I was referring to about workplace hygiene. This is important to implement good hygiene in your place of business in order to eliminate workplace toxicity. Okay, so some of the pointers that I made with hygiene. Okay, so hygiene is like what I discussed last week on employee manager relationships. So good working relationships, that's having good hygiene in your place of business, right? You want to have good working relationships. You want to have the floor open so that your employees can come talk to you, they can bring things to you and stuff like that. So that's good working relationships. So that helps with your hygiene, and I already went into that last week. So I want to go deeper into a few other things like policies and procedures. Every company has to have some underlying policies and procedures. Everybody can't just come to work and do whatever they want to do and whatever they feel like doing, or disrespect one another, or talk to each other any kind of way, or be unprofessional, right? There has to be some kind of rules, some kind of what is going to happen to me if I do that, right? So people have to know that there's consequences to their actions at work. And if people are coming to work and they see that there's no consequences, your workplace stinks. Because people are coming to work, there's no consequences to their actions. They're mistreating people. They're bullying their employee coworkers, right? Bullying their employees. There's harassment going on. There's negativity. There's workplace toxicity. Because you have to have some kind of underlying policies and procedures. There have to be ground rules in your workplace. If you do this, then these are the consequences, point blank, period. Okay, so that's number one with taking care of your hygiene. You can practice, what do you want your underlying workplace policies and procedures to be? Or after you've taken the first step of acknowledging that there's something going on in your workplace, find out what kind of rules you need to implement based upon that. Okay, and the next thing is supervision. There has to be some kind of supervision. I know we have a lot of people that don't like micromanagers. I don't like being micromanaged, and I don't like, I know there's a lot of people that don't like being micromanagers, and that's wonderful. But however, you're a manager for a reason. You have to have your managers in place, and they have to know what's necessary for them to fully do their part in the workplace to keep workplace toxicity down. There has to be some kind of supervision. People have to know that they are being monitored or reviewed or supervised in some sort of way. And again, I reiterate from last week, your employees need to feel safe with you. They need to feel safe under your management, and they can't do that if there's no supervision. You're just not there, or you're just overlooking things, or you just actually don't know or see what's going on. Okay, so supervision, that's another thing that needs to be implemented to clean up your workplace hygiene, right? Freshen up a little bit. Okay, and another thing is job security. All right, so if you're in a place of business where your job is constantly being threatened, no matter how well you are performing, if you perform well over the last year, now all of a sudden you're underperforming and your job is being threatened. That's not okay. Your workplace stinks. Okay, you need to work on the hygiene. You need to give your employees some kind of job security. They need to feel, again, safe in your place of business. They need that security. So if your employees are doing well, give them job security. Make them understand that their value and their worth in your place of business. Make them feel important, which goes into my next thing. Make sure that you're not overlooking your employees' hard work. Make sure that you're noticing the effort that they're putting in, right? Because if the HR managers and leaders and supervisors are not seeing that effort, and that employee is doing a million things for the company and underpaid for what they're doing, then they're unsatisfied in the workplace, and their colleagues are not going to recognize what they're doing either. Right? So they're going to disrespect them or undermine them or say, she don't know what she's doing because, or he doesn't know what he's doing. Nobody's recognizing this, or nobody sees that, or who cares? You don't want people to undervalue your employees that are outstanding or performing extremely well. Right? You don't want them to undervalue them, because then that takes away from the company and that increases workplace toxicity. So those employees that are doing well, shout them out, recognize them, give them some kind of status, whether it's some kind of promotion or something like that. Increase their pay. They deserve competitive pay for what they are doing. Pay them for their work. Okay? These are ways that you can just spray a little air freshener in your workplace and decrease workplace toxicity and improve on your workplace hygiene. This is very important, you guys. But again, my name is Michelle Boston. I am your revolutionary HR strategist, speaker, and consultant. I will be back again next Toxic Tuesday to dig further into this. I'm going to go exercise now, and I hope that you exercise some of the tools that I've given you in your workplace. Have a good day. Bye.